Canada is considering imposing retaliatory tariffs on select U.S. goods following President-elect Donald Trump's threats to introduce sweeping tariffs on Canadian imports. Trump has pledged a 25% tax on goods entering the U.S. from Canada and Mexico, citing concerns over border security, drug trafficking, and trade imbalances.
So last night, the Prime Minister had a conversation with President-elect Trump. It was an opportunity to highlight the fact that the economic relationship between Canada and the United States is balanced and mutually beneficial. The fact is, we need them, and they also need us. Canada is the largest market for the U.S. in the world, larger than China, Japan, the UK, and France combined. It is also the case that the things we sell to the United States are the things they really need. We sell them oil, we sell them electricity, we sell them critical minerals and metals. The energy the United States imports from Canada is more important today than ever, at a time when we see how hungry AI is for energy. And Canada's critical minerals and metals are absolutely essential as North America and as the US seeks to develop supply chains which are resilient and secure and are not increasing our dependency on China. We will be taking, our government, a Team Canada approach. The Prime Minister tomorrow will be meeting with the First Ministers of provinces and territories across the country. We have been working and will continue to work with business and labor leaders. This is a moment when Canada needs to be united. We need to be strong, and we need to be smart. There are significant challenges. We know that. We also know that there are real opportunities. And we know that by working together, Canada can be successful. And the final thing I'll point out is yesterday we had the fourth meeting of the Canada-U.S. Cabinet Committee, which I chair, which Mr. LeBlanc is the vice chair of. From the outset, the view of the committee has been that the initial principal issues in the Canada-U.S. relationship would be the border and the trade relationship. So we have been focused on precisely this space from the beginning.
Deputy Prime Minister Chrystia Freeland emphasized the mutual reliance between the two nations. The economic relationship between Canada and the United States is balanced and mutually beneficial. We sell them oil, electricity, and critical minerals they truly need, Freeland said during a press briefing. This marks a continuation of trade tensions, similar to retaliatory actions in 2018 when Canada imposed duties on products such as U.S. yogurt and whiskey, targeting politically sensitive states. A Canadian official, speaking anonymously, confirmed that potential targets for new tariffs are under review, but that no decisions have been made. Trump's rhetoric comes amid rising concerns over illegal border crossings and drug trafficking, though data indicates a stark disparity in volume between the U.S.-Mexico and U.S.-Canada borders. For example, U.S. authorities seized 43 pounds of fentanyl at the northern border last fiscal year, compared to 21,100 pounds at the southern border. Freeland and Prime Minister Justin Trudeau are advocating a Team Canada approach to address the crisis. Trudeau is convening provincial leaders to explore unified strategies, including potentially negotiating a bilateral trade deal with the U.S. that excludes Mexico. Freeland highlighted Canada's indispensable role in U.S. energy security, with Canadian oil accounting for nearly two-thirds of American oil imports. She cautioned that new tariffs could disrupt this supply chain and inflate U.S. energy costs, complicating Trump's promise to cut American energy bills. The Canadian government is also preparing for an influx of migrants northward if the U.S. enacts mass deportations. As the discussions evolve, Freeland reiterated, Canada needs to be united, strong, and smart. This is a moment of significant challenges, but also real opportunities. Meanwhile, Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum announced her administration is drafting a list of countermeasures if similar tariffs are imposed on Mexico. Trudeau's emergency talks and upcoming negotiations will determine the next steps in this escalating trade dispute, as both nations weigh their options in a deeply intertwined economic relationship.